Hey, so I saw Sheryl Crow comment on our Instagram yesterday, and Lunchbox was not at Sheryl Crow's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's like, that wasn't my house.
It was her parents' house or something.
What?
Yeah, it was her
Oh.
parents.
We start the time.
That makes sense.
So it popped up in my feed. Lunchbox said he went to an estate sale at Sheryl Crow's house, and I was like, dang, that's crazy that she would just have people at her house. Morgan, will you read her message?
Yeah, she said, Radio Lunchbox, I love you. And Mr. Bobby Bones from Radio Amy. The house is my mom and dad's, and when my mom became very ill, they moved back to our hometown. And yes, I have collected what I lovingly call interesting crap for years and decided to unload. And we are actually selling the house. Lunchbox, you should buy it.
Yeah, so it did feel weird that he was at Sheryl Crow's house.
Yeah.
And you're
And
oh.
she was just like out running errands or something for the day while people shopped her home.
I bought a brick. Isn't that what he bought? Like 2 bricks or something. So there's that. I want to play voicemail number 1, please.
Hi, this is Christy from Austin, Texas. My coworker has a question, but he's too shy to ask you guys, even leave a voicemail. So I'm going to do it for you, Randall. Randall wants to know if Eddie has had a chance to look at a hot dog or eat a hot dog since the hot dog eating contest he did a few months back. So he just wants an update on that. But again, he's too scared to call, so I'm doing it for him. Thanks.
Yeah, Randall, funny question, because was it like a week ago, 2 weeks ago? I had my first hot dog since the competition, which I guess, how long ago was that?
You were outside when you vomited, so it must have been pre-winter.
Yeah, it was warm.
It had to be fallish.
I was wearing shorts.
Yeah, Eddie tried to eat, 70 hot dogs?
70 hot dogs, and I made it to 21 and threw it all up.
It was in July.
July 25th.
Oh, wow. It was in July.
Yeah, what I remember is watching Eddie's live stream, and he was outside, so that's how I remember it was warm when he vomited.
Man, and I was doing fine. I thought I was gonna do it, and then man, I took 21 down, and it just it forcefully just all came out.
Did you have a few months where you couldn't look at a hot dog?
Couldn't smell it.
Yeah, how was it when you had it?
Normal. It's almost like my body had gotten rid of that trauma, thankfully. But
therapy? You went to hot dog therapy?
just time, because my kids have hot dogs all the time, and I would be like, "Oh, I don't want to do that." Ugh. And then finally, the other day, it was like I think last week, my wife was like, "I'm just doing hot dogs for dinner. Like we don't have food," and I was like, "You know what? I'm starving. Just give me one of those." And I ended up eating 2.
Nice.
So I'm back.
I love hot dogs.
So you're back.
Yeah.
There's a place we go down to, Urban Market, which is nearish our house. They make great hot dogs. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's because most places, like real restaurants, don't have like an adult hot dog where it's on the adult menu. And I go, no aioli. I'm not a big aioli guy. I don't like mayonnaise. And isn't aioli kind of a mayonnaise?
Yes.
So and who puts aioli on a hot dog?
Yeah, well, Urban Market.
Yeah. And urban as in, it's spelled Herban, like herbs.
Oh, I have this place on my list. They're good?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's so good. That's where the people that took my credit card went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they ate on Amy's dime for like
Yeah.
6 months. It's not fancy.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a cafe vibe.
You stand in line
And
and
it's got a
order.
grocery store in it, too.
Yeah, I love
You stand
that.
in line to order, but they had a hot dog.
It's like farm to table.
And so if we ever order, and sometimes I'll drive down, because you can't really get that delivered. You ever get delivered?
No, I pick it. I mean, I pick it up to go, but
It's not on Uber Eats.
it's no. Mm-mm.
Nope. So, yeah, good hot dog. Okay, let's go around the room. Amy?
So if you were planning on going to the Wireless Festival in UK,
What's that?
well, Kanye, Kanye, is it Ye?
Yeah.
Ye was headlining, and the UK has denied him access to enter the country because of his remarks, like his behavior.
The 2 shows he did in California, like 80,000 people there
Wow.
last week.
Oh my!
And this is like his return, right? How long has he been not playing?
I don't know.
He continued to play a little bit in like other countries, right, Mike? Like
Yeah,
occasionally
he
he'd
did.
pop up doing a festival or something.
He,
Well,
like
those
Mexico.
countries must have been fine with him entering. But the UK says for the last several years, West has caused outrage for a string of anti-Semitic, racist, and pro-Nazi comments. And we are denying his access into the United Kingdom. As a result, Wireless Festival is canceled and refunds will be issued to all ticket holders.
So my thoughts on this is, yes, all the things that he said were terrible, and I do not agree with him in any way. But I wonder where it comes in, because he did come out and say, I'm sorry, and I had mental illness, and right, Mike? He came
Yeah, like maybe
brain
earlier this
damage
year?
from his
Yeah.
car wreck.
Yeah.
Like he said all of these things to go, dang, I wish I wouldn't have said that. I don't believe that. Like, where does forgiveness come in? Because he said literally the worst thing you could say. Nazis, the worst. They were literally killing Jewish people because they were Jewish. The worst. But then he says, I had a mental illness and I'm now taking medicine for it. I believe there's some nuance here. And I'm not saying Kanye is forgiven. I'm not saying we should. I just wonder how people feel about this.
Yeah,
What do you
says-
think? You're a Kanye.
I mean,
I
he was-
love Kanye's music, by the way. It's awesome.
He was putting out merch and stuff. Like there has
With
to
the
be
swastika,
a
I know.
team around him. Like you can't do that. I've stopped listening to him. I can't go back and listen
Wow.
to it. I'm done.
What if he continues to say, I screwed up? It's from the car accident that I was in where I had brain damage and I was off my meds.
I think he went so hard on it for so long that it was too much for me. I can't look at his music the same way, and I'm good.
I feel like I wouldn't have gone to that show. I feel like it's going to take consistent years of him being like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And him doing things to actually build towards the communities that he was so nasty to, for me to even consider, hey, that's a guy that I'll support. Because I can't support him now. But I do think there is a path to redemption for everybody. But when you do really bad things, it takes a really long time to get that redemption back.
Mm-hmm. They just said overall the decision was made because his presence would not be conducive to the public good.
He has a bunch of countries he's doing his tour in. He's going all over the world doing it. But yeah, they did 80,000 people, I think 2 nights in LA. Played all the hits. I think Lauryn Hill showed up. I was just surprised she showed up.
Yeah.
I know she played with us, but I was just surprised she showed up.
4 hours late.
Yeah, didn't show up at all.
Wasn't he late? Like I remember, like at Austin City Limits Festival or something. He was the headliner, and he showed up like 2 hours late.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure.
This is like, I don't know, a few years ago.
So yeah. That's what's up.
Which Ye said,
You can just
look.
call him Kanye, literally.
Okay, sorry. Well, I was trying to be okay.
You think weird, like
No. So Kanye understands that words aren't enough, and he'll have to show change through his actions. If people are open, like, he's here for it. So for some countries that are holding their boundary, or some fans that are holding their boundary, it may take time, and maybe through his actions there can be more of like you were saying, a redemption story here. But I think it's going to take time.
it's going to take
Yeah.
a lot, and I don't even know. And who cares about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I would give it, but I'm open to anybody trying to work away from the terrible things they did. But the more terrible, the more work. And there's a lot of work because that's some terrible stuff. Like the worst. You're right, Mike. He's put out merch with swastika on it.
And I think if he wouldn't have like doubled down so much on it, it would have been different. Like if he just made one comment, like okay, I understand. But he went so hard for so long, it's too much.
I guess there's just nobody in his circle that could stop him either.
No.
Is there anyone in music that you've just completely boycotted? And Mike said he can't listen to Kanye now.
Boycotted?
Like I
I mean, I love I Believe I Can Fly from R. Kelly.
right. And if it comes on, you're still listening to it, right?
It doesn't come on.
Nobody plays it.
Yeah,
Nope,
when
nobody.
where would that come on?
Hmm.
Unless
I mean,
you
I wouldn't
ask
chase
for
it down anyway, even
Yeah.
even if he hadn't done that. I don't know that I'm going to track down I Believe I Can Fly.
I guess the way I would put it is sometimes if it pops in my head, I'll sing.
Okay,
it.
that's like coming
Like,
back on.
But then I'm like, oh, dang, R. Kelly, such a shame. Diddy.
See, that popped on my playlist the other day, and I was just like, all right, I didn't even think about it.
No, it's such a bummer. It's a shame. I don't want to listen to it.
Michael Jackson comes on all the time.
Michael Jackson didn't do anything.
I think he's innocent.
Michael Jackson. I don't believe Michael Jackson ever touched a kid inappropriately.
Yeah, but people still say it.
Okay, but I don't believe he did.
But Diddy, we know he did.
Yeah.
Not
touched
kids.
a kid.
No. But we know he was abusive to women and men.
Yeah, Chris Brown is another one for me. I can't listen to Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't anyway.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
like a
never
Chris
have to
Brown fan?
wrestle with that because I don't listen to Chris Brown
That's
anyway.
like one of his big songs.
Run it, run it
Mm-mm.
is before you.
It was back
He
back
was
in
like
our pop
really
days.
popular in like
it
the
was
2000s.
before
Before
you.
me.
It was before you when he was a pop artist, and then you're not young enough to like him as an
Okay.
artist now.
Okay. I guess, and you were in pop radio. So,
Yes.
yeah, that helps.
Yeah, I mean the story that when that broke, that was huge for like Rihanna and Chris were everything. And
I don't know about everything. You know?
well, we were playing them a lot and talking about them a lot, and it was shocking that he did that to her.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I wouldn't say he was everything.
No, I mean there were
I
other
think he was
people.
like a top 5 pop artist. Rihanna was. I don't know.
Under my umbrella.
Brangelina.
Wasn't ever that level. But
Okay,
yeah.
that was big.
But he, dirtbag.
I don't know that they had a nickname.
Yeah, dirtbag. That's bad news. That picture's still bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for your story. Congress demands release of 46 secret government UFO videos. A member of Congress is demanding the Department of Defense hand over 46 classified military videos that insiders say capture unidentified aerial and underwater phenomena. Anna Paulina Luna of Florida, who chairs the House Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets, sent a letter to Pete Hegseth setting an April 4th deadline. Sources who have viewed the videos say they include clear, full-color footage. They're for sure hiding stuff from us. They're for sure. Like, I'm not even, like, probably for sure. For sure. It's crazy. And it's a slow roll. And when will disclosure ever happen? I don't know. I was talking about it yesterday. I want to show you a picture. With a guy named Drew McIntyre on the Bobbycast. But I want to show you a picture of Drew before I tell you who he is.
Okay. He looks big.
He's a
Looking very
monster.
big because, you know, you're 6'1".
How big do you think he is?
He is 6'7", 6'6".
He's wearing shoes, but yes, probably 6'6", 6'7" on the shoes.
Massive.
275. He was just a WWE champion wrestler.
Oh, okay.
He lost it, but he's been world champion. He's been intercontinental champion. But he's from Scotland. And when he was a kid, he like sent off freedom of information to the FBI to get a bunch of stuff. And he's way into, I hate to say aliens because it just invokes the thought of little green men. But he's into that. And we talked about that a bit yesterday. Crazy. Those Scottish people, man, they eat some crazy food. They probably say the same thing about us.
What do they eat?
They had something called black pudding. This comes out in next week's episode. It's pig's blood.
Oh,
What do they put it on?
I don't know. I eat pudding by itself.
yeah, pudding like in a cup.
Right, Mike?
Yeah, it kind of looks like dried sausage, but it's red, really red.
Because it's blood. Because it's just blood. Do they put
But
sugar
it's
in
called
it?
black pudding?
Yeah.
Even though it's red? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know, dude.
Like they must put some kind of sweetener in that.
I'm sure there's some added elements. You just
Yeah.
don't drink the blood.
It's like it's so dark that it's like kind of blackish red.
Whoa.
Oh.
They eat in Scotland pig intestines.
Okay,
Oh.
we eat cow intestines.
Oh, for sure, but it's just weird to hear it like
we?
that. No, Mexicans
Mexicans.
eat cow
Yeah.
intestines.
We eat everything.
White
Every-
people, we eat a lot of hot dogs. And you know what that is?
We don't
That's a
wanna
bunch of
know.
buttholes and intestines. I just got a better
yeah,
name.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's for sure something going on. So they want these videos to come out. If it does come out that there are things bigger, stronger, faster than us, do you think the world freaks out?
I think we're slowly getting used to the idea that it exists. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's what they're doing. Because if they had just hit us with this stuff, I don't know that we would have been able to handle it. But if you're paying attention, then I feel like there's been enough the last couple of years where you're sort of like, oh, okay, I'm not shocked by this.
One of the reasons that these government officials say that we don't share stuff is because we don't want other countries to know what we have because they may have more than us or less than us. Meaning, if we have found, we'll just say craft, it could be aircraft, watercraft, whatever it is, and we have their technology that we're trying to reverse engineer, and then China or Russia or any of our adversaries find out that we have less than they do and we know less than they do, they may feel like, well, we're stronger than they are. We can now overtake them. So if we don't share what we have, everyone is still going, I wonder what they have. If we go at them, will they have more than us? That's one of the reasons that we don't share the technology that we found.
That makes sense.
You know those doomsday fish? You've heard of those?
Yeah.
The ones that keep coming up on shore and like they're like for years they were never. It was a species that was so deep sea they would never even come close to the shore. Now you start thinking like, well, why are they coming up? Is there something deep, deep, deep where they're just like, get away from that?
I looked into that a little bit, and they don't really have a good answer. But the plates, like the
shifts?
tectonic plates,
Yes.
have been shifting a little more in the last decade or so. Which, if that is deep under the ocean, it literally can just affect the fish, the animals that are below, that are down. And so that could be a reason, or it could be. There was talk of. I was listening to a congressman. I think Tim Burchett is his name, talk about how a government official, a military official, was telling him that there was something as large as a football field, as long as it going 100 miles an hour underwater.
Oh, what?
And that we don't have submarines that do any, first of all, not near that big, and second of all, max speed 40 miles an hour underwater.
Well, so is it some sort of underwater aircraft that is made by the aliens?
See, it's weird to say aliens because everybody giggles.
Whatever.
I know, because it makes it.
The unidentified
Yes.
Beans.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be another country?
Could. Mike, what do you see?
It says that he believes that non-human intelligence may have bases on Earth, like underneath.
But he's
Bases.
in the committee. I'm drinking this Starbucks, my
Yeah.
dragon fruit. It's so good. I know we talked about it on the show. Like, for those who think it was just an ad, like, I'm 70% down here.
Yeah, it's yummy.
And I'm trying to drink enough water, too.
But back to the ocean thing, which, yes, I think that like the ocean would be a great place to get on Earth and no one can see you.
Yeah, because we haven't explored the ocean. We don't know anything about the ocean.
But and I know that the cruise we were only like in the like close, you know, like barely in the Gulf, barely in the Atlantic Ocean, but out there was so much traffic of
You're talking about
boats.
surface.
No.
We're going down.
We're talking about down.
I understand, but they've got to start somewhere. Like I think the theory is they come from space and then go
No,
down.
there's
No,
no
the theory is they
space.
come from.
They come up.
So they were there to begin with?
They could have been, or there could be. We don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean in the deep parts. It's unexplored, completely unexplored.
Right. I thought it was more of like, oh, they came and they were like, the ocean is so uninhabited.
Uninhabited.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so like unknown that no human would even see us going through the ocean.
No.
But there
and,
have
like,
been
hiding
videos
down
of
there.
things going into the water as well.
Right. So
But
that's,
are they going into the water? Are they returning to the water?
right.
Are they coming from the middle Earth?
I always assumed that they're coming from outer space.
That's an assumption.
I assumed they're coming from outer space, and that's how they get to. Because if they come to on land, like we're pretty much everywhere on land.
Mhm.
Cameras, people,
But
everywhere
we
on land.
have cameras. We're seeing them fly around already.
And we don't know what they look like either. Like, you're assuming we know that they don't look like us or that they're a version of us, too.
But to Eddie's point of if they were to come from above space, then the reason why this congressman is saying unidentified human or whatever object or whatever it is, if they are coming from deep down within Earth's core, they're from Earth.
Yes. They
So
could be,
they're
for sure.
not
They're not
aliens.
That's why they don't say aliens.
Right.
That's why they use that
I
word.
know. I was
But-
just putting that together of like why
Non-human.
So
Non-human.
non-human could like Aquaman.
Well, you're doing fairy tales now.
No, but that's a whole civilization underwater.
Okay,
Right?
sure.
Atlantis?
Atlantis.
sure.
Atlantis was never real. But
But yeah, okay.
I don't understand the point you're trying to make.
The point I'm trying to make is when we were on the cruise, there were a lot of vessels out there. And I'm assuming transatlantic traffic, boats, there are boats everywhere. And I feel like they would see anything.
There are videos of things going into the water that are unexplainable too. So if you're
Okay.
saying things are coming from space and we don't see them
I never hear like sailors saw this or sailors recorded this.
all the time,
I-
well
I hear-
recorded.
I hear pilots saw this.
Yes.
So
I still don't understand your point. Meaning things can't go in the water because we haven't seen them?
He's saying because when we were out on our cruise, he didn't see anything. So
That's what I feel like he's saying.
so he's like, how is this possible?
We can't even stop pirates in other parts of the ocean because the ocean is so big and vast and we're not everywhere. So it's for us to be able to think we'd see everything, and also that our eyes could even see if something was coming from above, under.
Mhm.
We don't see all around us right now all of the different cell phone,
yeah, microwaves,
any of that.
cellular,
Different planes.
which is crazy. Like if we had a device to show all the waves that are in the air right now,
We'd probably
What
freak
about
out.
the,
We
all the
would freak out.
dimensions?
We'd freak out. Okay, let's go, Eddie. Your story.
yeah, mine's really cool. So you know the game Rocket League,
Yeah,
where you play
the
soccer.
cars and you hit the ball into the net with the cars. Yeah.
So Amy, it's like soccer but with the cars. Like you
Okay.
control the cars and the car hits the ball and you try to get in goal. In Vegas, they have real life Rocket League. It's in the desert. They have a course and everything, and anyone can do it. So next time we go to Vegas, which is probably iHeart Festival, we should go play Rocket League in cars.
You act like we have the time to do that.
You're right. it'd probably take a little bit. But how cool is that?
I have no desire.
I don't have desire either.
Really? To like try to
I'm
hit a
gonna go
ball
get,
with
I'm
your
gonna get car sick playing car soccer. I think that would be fun for some people.
You're bursting my bubble. Forget car sick. Do you get car sick when you drive or just passenger?
If I'm driving a lot of curves, yeah. Like whenever we were driving the Hyundais on the racetrack, I was driving. I got car sick.
When we were, what do you call it? When we were drifting?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that I was drifting. People drifted without me. I was racing. I was trying to beat speed time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I drifted with a professional drifter.
They wouldn't let me drift. I flip it. But I was getting car sick driving it because of how hard the turns were. I feel like Rocket League would be that.
It's just funny. Like, I remember playing Rocket League and be like, this is so dumb. Like, this is never realistic. But the fact that people are using real cars and playing Rocket League, it looks so cool. And there's videos of it. It looks awesome.
Morgan.
All right, so there was a woman visiting Florida, and she saw somebody struggling to swim in the ocean, and she ran in to go help him, and she's instructing him to get on his back, let the waves carry him in and stuff. And she found out a couple hours later this man was a wanted murderer, alleged for killing his wife and her lover.
And she saved him?
She tried, yes. She was attempting, but he responded to her when she kept trying to save him and said that he was going on a long vacation. So it's assumed he was trying to take his life after committing the murder. He's still on the run. He's still not found.
Oh,
so,
my.
Yeah, but she didn't find out he was a murderer until a couple hours later. So she was just trying to help a person.
Weird.
And that person didn't want to be helped, but now the person's running?
Or he already took his life. They
Got
don't
it.
know.
Got it.
So, but yeah, so he had found his wife of 13 years with her lover, and he killed them both.
What a weird story of like now before you help somebody, you have to be like, hey,
Before
Are
I
you
save your
cool?
life, you good?
yeah, are you
cool?
Are you evil? Did you just murder anybody?
There's a former U.S. Air Force Master Sergeant Alan Hayward James has pleaded guilty to a 9-year, $37 million fraud scheme in which he manipulated IT contracts to inflate costs and siphon money to himself.
37 million?
He defrauded the military out of $37 million.
I mean, that's so gutsy. Like, you're going to steal from, it's just, people that do these kind of schemes, it's gutsy anyway, but like, you're going to get caught, right, eventually. But the fact to go after like the government, that's crazy.
I would argue that they do them because other people have instructed them how to do it and they're never caught. I think most people don't get caught doing this. I think only
most
the people. Yeah. I would think most of these fraudulent schemes that happen, people get away with.
But can they just stop though? Like, I think a lot of them just like, ooh, we got away with that. Let's do another one. Then that's when they get caught, when they do their fifth one.
This guy was doing it for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
He probably never thought he'd get caught. There's probably some mess up. But I would think most of these that are happening by intelligent people know that they can do it for a long time, and they don't get caught. And that's why it's such news when it does happen.
I mean, how do you hide that amount of money though? Like you're a master, so you're enlisted in the Air Force, so you're not even an officer. And you have
Good
all
question.
the, like, are you living a lavish life or is the money
Right.
hidden somewhere? Because, like, I don't know.
The stolen funds were funneled through shell companies and fake salaries, even covering luxury trips for associates. Prosecutors say the scheme not only defrauded taxpayers, but undermined competition. 45 years in prison he's facing, and he's got to pay restitution. But
Oh.
he ain't going to get that money back.
Money's gone.
Yeah, sorry, money gone. Mike, will you hand me that sheet that I have those other topics on? Move down here.
45 years in prison.
That's a long time.
I know. Just
It's a lot of money.
so it is a lot of money. I know. Just over here thinking it's so interesting how some people get put away and some people don't.
A Texas mother's been charged with medical child abuse after allegedly spending years fabricating her 3-year-old son's illness to get him unnecessary surgeries and treatments. She should go to jail for 45 years.
Why is she getting what are the unnecessary treatments?
Caitlin
Surgeries?
Rose Laura, 31, was arrested in late March on felony charges, including injury to a child causing serious bodily injury. Investigators say she falsely told doctors the boy had cerebral palsy, seizures, and severe feeding problems, leading to a feeding tube surgery he didn't need. At one point, he was on 17 different medications. When separated from his mother in February, the boy was eating normally, had no need for a wheelchair. Investigators also are looking into possible Medicaid fraud
Oh, there you
and
go.
GoFundMe accounts. NBC News with that. She was
Dang, collecting money.
hurting the kid.
Terrible.
Hurting the kid more. I don't even care about the money.
No, I'm saying that's the reason why she did it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hurting the kid. That's terrible.
Your own kid. That's wild. You still think you're going to go to Paris?
Oh, I want to. I've been trying to manifest it.
Well,
Morgan gave me a little Paris book and a scarf for my birthday. And in the card, she was like, to help manifest your trip.
You don't have to manifest it. You can just do it.
I have the book out and I've got the scarf ready.
You can literally just book it.
But like
and go.
manifesting something is something you really don't have control over that you could hopefully influence and
Well,
make it happen.
right
You can
now-
literally buy tickets and go to Paris.
Right. So am I going to buy tickets and go to Paris by myself?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I have to decide, which I will. Maybe that would be really good for me. Right now I don't know anybody that can go to Paris this summer except for
Go by yourself.
my ex-boyfriend who's already going.
Well, maybe. Oh, he's going already?
They're going to France. And so I was going to
you
bebop.
you can't go with your ex-boyfriend.
No, I know.
I mean, you could, but you can't.
That's what I'm
not healthy.
saying. Like this was a trip I was going to be included on, the whole family, his whole family.
Oh.
And then I was going to bebop on up to Paris because they were
Go
going
for
to a
3
different-
days by yourself. You're single. You have the money. Don't go for longer than that because by yourself, longer than that will feel like an eternity.
But that entire flight over there.
Big deal. You're by yourself. Not a bad deal. You'll go. You'll fly to New York. You'll fly 7.5 hours over. You'll sleep on the plane a little bit, and you'll go on adrenaline day 1. You'll sleep through day 2. You'll do a little bit day 3. Then you'll be ready to come home.
You have one day in Paris.
No, you have 3 days.
Sleep
you don't
on
wanna
day
be-
sleep the
two.
whole second day.
You don't want to be exhausted the whole time, so you'll sleep a lot day 2.
Right.
I've done that. I've done a trip by myself to foreign countries before multiple times. If you go and you're exhausted and you're there 3 days, your whole trip you're just tired. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So you do want to get there and do a lot of sleeping to catch up.
You see what I got going on here?
What is that?
This is my Duolingo.
Oh yeah, Amy's learning a new language. She's learning
and-
French too.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got French selected, and you fill out this questionnaire when you join the app, and it's like, what do you want to learn French for? To be fluent or to like just travel there and be like get by? So I'm on the travel learning section, so I'm like,
They look at you funny when you try
I know,
because like
but at least I'll maybe know what they're saying.
you won't. I studied French in college,
S'il vous
and I know
plaît?
that's a long time ago, but they talk so fast, and I would try, and I remember being in a mall, and I said, bonjour, whatever, and the guy was like, dude, I speak English.
And you're like,
perfect.
Thank you.
Well, no, because I know English, and I know they know English, but I was trying, and so I took it as a bit of an insult that even me trying so hard was so hard for them to understand, even though I knew the basic building blocks of French. And he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's just get
Let's
on
just
with
go.
this.
Yeah. He was working.
Yeah, well, maybe I can just say,
It's fun to learn, though. But they talk so fast.
au café?
What is that?
Coffee.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
What did she say? I said
Au café.
un café. That's Spanish.
And not un. It's spelled UN, but it's like
Oh.
The way they say, I don't know. At least the
Amy
little
said,
voice on here is
Un baseball? And it's like, what's that?
I didn't know if cafe was the actual coffee shop or the
I'm
actual
so
coffee.
mad. I missed one of the questions on here because eclair in French is eclair in English, and I got confused because I kept looking for a different word.
That's like the pastry.
Yes, it's not
Of
different.
all the words you can learn, you're trying to learn eclair?
I'm not learning eclair. This is the traveler's guide. Eclair, croissant, café, tea. No, tea.
Oh, no.
Tea is.
What's the bathroom?
I haven't gotten to the bathroom yet.
Oh, you
I
should
just
get there.
s'il vous plaît, bonjour. I don't know.
Bonjour. They don't really say bonjour. It's so formal.
Bonsoir. I don't know. I think one's
Amy,
good one morning, good evening. I guys, I don't know. I just downloaded it. I'm on like day 2.
You should learn. Have you seen my wallet?
I lost my
I
phone.
lost my phone. You should learn those. I accidentally hit that car.
Somebody scam me. That's
Help.
funny. That's funny.
Maybe I do need to learn how
Those
to
first.
say help.
Eddie thinks he got offered World Cup passes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like credentials.
I got an email. And it's I don't know. It looks legit, but it says you have till Friday to claim your FIFA World Cup credentials. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Did you see tickets have gone up to like $10,000?
Yeah. I mean, even to buy them, if you can buy them from the World Cup, they're very expensive. But if you're buying them, secondary, you can. Some of those tickets are $50,000.
Oh my!
Are they
Okay.
coming to Nashville?
I
What's
don't-
the closest?
I don't think they're playing in Nashville. I don't know.
Maybe Atlanta or something.
Okay.
Atlanta, because they
Okay.
get to keep Mercedes-Benz on the stadium. The rest of them, they have to remove all the names of the
sponsors?
stadium. Yeah.
Wow.
New York, Atlanta. I don't think they're coming to Nashville. But what's crazy is the World Cup and the Olympics are happening around, not the same time, but like both in America.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not doing big
What?
crowd stuff.
You're out at what? The Olympics?
any of that. Like I'm not.
Competing? In the
No,
Olympics?
no. But it would y'all go to that and feel? I would go to that stuff and feel terrified. And I don't.
If
wanna
I
live in
wanted to go,
fear.
I would go and not be fearful. But I'm not a soccer guy anyway. Even
Yeah.
the Olympics, I'm not going to go to California. The Olympics feels like a mess, just in general, to have to fight through. But LA does like handle massive events really well, so it'd probably be a little easier in LA. But the Olympics, they're having it all over North America,
Oh, it's scattered.
and the World Cup I think is too.
That is North
The World
America,
Cup
yes.
is the,
Because the Olympics in America, they're doing softball in Oklahoma City. So, and then they do soccer in the Olympics too.
okay. Well, that I would maybe go to. I'd hit up an Olympic game in Oklahoma. I don't want to go to like
Yeah.
I don't want to go to like.
You don't want to go track and field?
There's gonna
Mike,
be
can you
lots
pull that
of
up
people.
like site? Because it's in LA, but I think they're having.
You want the World Cup or the?
I don't know, dude.
I
I'm
have
confused.
the
World
Olympics.
Cup. I have the World Cup.
Okay, do World Cup.
World Cup is Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, LA, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Seattle.
Oh wow.
So just America.
Big shout out Kansas City for getting.
Yeah. Arrowhead, I guess.
Yeah, but they have a really good like followed soccer team. But yeah, probably Arrowhead. It's the only stadium big enough to fill.
Yeah,
on.
it's
yeah,
at
yeah.
Arrowhead.
Yeah. Like I think they have a nice soccer culture there, but I don't think you need a soccer culture really because I think the culture will come to you in the World Cup. Olympics.
So the 2028 Summer Olympics are going to be in Los Angeles, California, with some preliminary soccer matches and a few specific events. Softball, canoe, slalom are planned for cities across the U.S. and Oklahoma City.
What cities are?
New York, Columbus, St. Louis, Nashville, San Jose, and San Diego are the
Nashville.
decentralized events. So
Imagine this. You've been training your whole life. You live in
Oh
China,
yeah.
and you're like, we're going to the Olympics. Where are you going? Columbus, Ohio. And big
I
shout out to
know.
Columbus. Not a big city, so you finally think you're going to come to see Los Angeles, and you're doing some random event in
Yeah.
Louisville.
Do you get to go to the big ceremony and then you travel to?
if you win, so the preliminary soccer matches are in those cities.
No, I meant opening. Like, do you get? Because I feel like that's the whole
the
experience.
opening ceremony?
Like, you're not. Yeah, to be at the opening.
I would imagine yes, you'll get to do the opening unless your matches are, because some of those matches are before the Olympics even start,
Oh,
and so I think timing's probably a big part of it.
okay.
If you're like the next day, if you're playing in Jackson, Mississippi the next day, I don't think you're gonna go
Old
do the
beautiful Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, you're in Mountain Pine, Arkansas.
Oh
Can you imagine?
no.
Yeah, you made it. Wow, congrats! You're going to the Olympics. Where are you at? Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Did it say what's in Nashville? Because that'd be fun.
That's
I mean,
the preliminary soccer.
So they're gonna play here, at the football
okay,
stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, and then softball and canoe slalom is going to be in Oklahoma City.
I don't know what that is. It's not slalom. That's all I think about is skiing.
It's spelled like that. SLALOM.
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 Is it single?
Maybe
Is
it's
that what that
like
means?
the skiing, but in a canoe.
I would think if it's slalom.
Let's see.
Salam feels like something religious.
Or short for salami.
Or salami, yes.
They navigate through a 150 and 300 meter rapid course passing between red upstream and green downstream.
My point is, I don't think that the FIFA World Cup is reaching out to you to try to give you
Oh,
credentials.
well, here's the thing, too. It's in my personal email. So, like, I don't do any kind of, like, business on that. It's literally just, like, my kid's school.
You're getting
and
scammed.
So, but it's so specific, like, with everything that I need. Here's another theory I have, too, about that. I've also have gotten emails from another Eddie Garcia who uses my email for PetSmart, like a lot of other stores, and he lives in California. So I'm wondering if he legitimately applied for these and forgot, like, oh no, this is not my real address. So what if it's real?
What if they just know every Garcia likes soccer,
Oh,
so they just send it to all Garcias as a scam?
I mean, I could have gotten targeted for that.
Gotten targeted.
For sure.
All right. Also, I have a note here that CEO of Whataburger wants to meet with Eddie.
Yeah. Scuba hit me up,
The CEO of actual Whataburger.
Whataburger. And he was like, Scuba was like, when are you available? The CEO wants to meet you. And I'm like, dude, let's do this. Why do you think he wants to meet me?
Well, you're a big Whataburger guy. But Scuba, is this the real CEO?
Yes, yeah, and it's a woman. Her name's Debbie.
Why would
Not
she
he.
want
Dang,
to see
sexist.
me? Why would she want to see me? That's very sexist of me.
Dang.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, even before I knew Eddie, I'm sure he's been a massive fan of Whataburger, and for 6 years we've been trying to do something with it. And it's just like, I don't know what we're waiting for. So she reached out and she's like, hey, I'm going to be in town. And I guess her daughter is a massive fan of this show. And so she wants to come by and see the studio and that kind of stuff. So Eddie is also a fan of Whataburger, so it just makes sense.
Yeah, let him come up.
Yeah. So
This
they're
would
coming,
be
yeah.
awesome.
So actually, she wants to come up and see the show.
And then
And you're also
so
here.
Did Scuba pitch Eddie to meet her, or she wanted to meet Eddie?
Well, there's been many
There's
conversations
details.
where they've come by a few different times.
Minor
No, what I was
details.
told is Eddie said the CEO of Whataburger wants to meet him.
Yeah, that's what Scuba told me.
And she does. Yeah, she really does because she loves your passion for the brand and wants to see you.
Nice.
That's me, man.
Yeah. And see the studio and that kind of thing.
You think I should hit her with like, I can be the face of Whataburger?
Not if you don't want to be disappointed.
What does that mean?
They're never going to choose you as the face of Whataburger.
Why not?
2 reasons. 1, your face.
What's wrong with my face?
And 2, they would like, get somebody like actually famous,
No, sometimes people, well, it's a bad example, but sometimes they use normal people.
but not as the face of Whataburger. They would want to get someone like
Oh, well,
a Hemsworth.
Yeah. thinking about right. Yeah.
Not that he has since been canceled.
I know, but we're not
Jared from Subway.
But Jared from Subway had a whole story. Like
I have
oh
a
yeah,
story.
he lost weight.
No, you don't. Jared from Subway went from a guy who was extremely overweight to losing like 100 pounds.
They could
just
make that
eating,
up.
But they didn't make that up though. Like you don't have a story.
Go
I
start
didn't-
your story.
I did not want to use him as an example, but
Well,
it's a
sorry.
perfect example
No.
of
But that's not a perfect example
It's
though. 'cause
actually not, because Bobby's right. He built a story. Like if you were
Okay,
going to
okay.
Whataburger, twice a day, every week, and you had this whole thing, and it changed your life.
Okay, let me start brainstorming.
Yeah.
How
work
did
on that.
Whataburger change my life?
Let us
Okay.
know what you come up with. 1 in 10 Americans suffer from compulsive buying. Scientists define this disorder as uncontrolled urges to buy with significant adverse consequences. Doing things such as buying to improve your mood, buying for buying's sake, or getting into financial trouble with all your buying counts as compulsive buying. The American Journal of Psychiatry. Thoughts?
Yeah, I see how that happens. I definitely feel better after I buy something, but it's short-lived. And with my maturity, I have realized that. So I try not to seek my dopamine from that. However, I slip up every now and then, but I don't have that. Whatever that is, no, I'm in a season of saving.
You know where I slip up most is on Instagram. They offer me some good deals like sweatshirts and stuff.
Well, they just make it too easy.
And then I feel good when I buy it. Makes me feel good.
You're like,
Are they
"Oh."
good shirts?
Yeah, for the most part. Like I don't know why I don't even like Peanuts or Charlie Brown, but I bought like a Linus oversized sweatshirt. It just looked comfortable. And I bought it and I wore it the other day and I don't know, pretty good. But it hurts me because I don't really wear anything to work unless it's a cardigan. So I don't buy a bunch of clothes anymore. Shoes I do a little bit. I'm not as shoey as I used to be, but shirts, I just wear cardigans and t-shirts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cut down the clothing buying.
Yeah. I've been trying to just re-wear things as much as possible. I used to shop a lot more, and now I'm just like, whatever. I used to think, oh, I wore that last week. I'm not going to wear it. And now I'm like, it's a Friday, and I'll think, oh, I wore that Monday. Okay, I'm going to wear it on Friday. I don't care anymore.
I mean, I wear things 2 and 3 days in a row sometimes.
Yeah, no.
Just because I know, who cares? They're editing video clips anyway. There's no difference.
Yeah, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
When I get home, though, I change immediately.
Yeah.
You're cut off
Cut off and shorts.
Okay.
quick.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
There are home tests now to test your cellular age.
Oh, this I will buy.
You may think you know how old you are, but longevity experts say that that's not necessarily the case. You were born on X date, but how many times have you celebrated your birthday? But it's what's happening other than chronologically that is your cellular age and cellular level, and that is your true age. There are direct-to-consumer test kits that determine your biological age based on wear and tear of your body. Saliva-based instead of blood-based. Dr. Douglas Vaughn, the director of Longevity Institute at Northwestern University School of Medicine, says biological test kits can figure out health.
Well, so where do we get it?
NBC News has a story. It doesn't give a link. Ranging from $300 to $500. Some experts say the test walks a fine line.
Oh, how much? 300 to
$500.
Oh, yeah.
Amy, I can tell you right now, you're younger than your cellular age is younger than your real age.
Yeah, but I want to know what my cellular age is. Hello, phone. Give me a link.
She's not pushing a button. She
Yeah.
just wants it to hear.
It'll come later.
It will. It'll show up in my algorithm, no doubt.
A California gas station is charging $9.99 a gallon.
Oof.
$9.99.
The very remote Gorda by the Sea gas station in Big Sur is selling a gallon of gas for $9.99. And it would be $10 or more, but the Digital numbers on the gas pump don't go higher.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
He claims he's not gouging. He's not making any money off the high prices. He says the whole Central California coastal town runs off gas generators, not electricity, which is the reason his prices are so inflated. Also, the tanker truck that fills the pumps comes from 100 miles away. The town is usually listed as having the highest prices in the country because of how hard it is to get to. KSBW.
Ain't no good.
Ain't no good. I'm just so happy I have electric cars.
We're close to 5 here. Like, we're so close to $5.
I saw it was like $4.89 or something.
Yeah. And it goes up like every day, like a couple cents. Crazy.
Well,
I've never been that kind to like look at the gas prices or comment about the bad. But I'm that dad now, like driving the car and like, look, honey, look at that. We went up 2 cents. But because it's climbing fast.
What? Are you looking at me?
What do you got?
I got
Wait.
nothing. What? This story's not.
Oh, I thought you were showing me something.
No.
Oh. It's only probably going to get a little higher, Eddie.
I know.
They don't open the effing straight.
I know. I was just looking at
Know
my
what it
phone
is,
and
the
I was like,
straight?
okay, it's 10:36
Has there
right
been
now.
any other crazy tweets? That's what I was
No.
looking at you about.
No, I was checking the time because I'm kind of scared for 8 p.m.
Why is the straight closed?
Because they don't want us using it.
I come to you guys for all my political news.
Do you? Well, they've closed it. I mean, I wonder what ChatGPT would say the real answer to that instead of me giving misinformation. They're not letting us use it. They're letting other people use it.
This is the.
Let me just ask.
Oh boy.
Well, that
Which strait is this? South America?
So you know
No.
nothing. You literally know nothing.
This is over
No.
in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a strait over there. straight.
I'm not saying you know nothing is a bad. Like you're an idiot. I'm saying you're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't read those.
But
stories.
Yeah.
apparently
If they don't open it, it's
tonight
going to end to civilization.
is going to be bad, and we'll know by 8 p.m.
Which time zone?
I
Probably Eastern.
I assume DC because that's where he was posting from.
Yeah, or Florida.
Oh boy.
Oh
Can
yeah.
I admit something?
Mm-hmm.
I saw something the other day talking about how like Iran was gonna take out a bunch of our like tech companies and banks and stuff. So I panicked and went and got cash from the ATM. That's the first time something online has ever like
Like
Hold on.
panicked me enough that
Did
I
you
went to
drain
get
your
cash.
account?
No.
Oh.
But just enough to like, because I was having like the Last of Us vibes where I was like, we're going to need cash. That's the only way we're going to be able to function and go.
Oh,
And
yes.
I like panicked. It was the first time ever that I really felt it. And I was like, I'm just going to make sure I have cash on hand.
That's not a bad idea.
Because isn't that like part of? I mean, it would be a huge issue if everyone took money out of the bank at the same time.
Well, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
they need that. It is 8 p.m. Eastern, by the way. Just kind of very bizarre behavior, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why our gas prices are up.
Like
Well, the war in Iran,
roughly quarter, I may be wrong, that of oil travels through the strait. And so it is definitely a big part of it. It sits between Iran and, I don't know how to say this country, Oman. So it's the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it either, but Hormuz.
It is a
Hormuz.
very important oil route. And because about a quarter of oil passes through it, there's no oil going through it. If it's shut down to us, we're not getting the oil. Oil's more expensive. So yeah.
And this morning at like 7:06 a.m., our president sent a very dire warning on his social media,
Yeah.
sending a message
I
and
heard you
making a
read that.
declaration that's going to be the end of a civilization,
That's like a war crime.
which is
I don't think it'll happen. I literally don't think it'll happen. I think you just end up saying, "Oh, we negotiated and I got what I want," even if he didn't. I think that's what'll happen.
I hope so.
I mean, he was saying yesterday in a press briefing he could nuke it. He could wipe it out in a day.
I kind of just can it be tomorrow and we can know what's going on?
Do you see all the people fooled by the AI picture of the pilot that they saved?
No, what
Which
The-
picture? Did
the-
I fall for it? What was the picture?
the found pilot?
Yeah.
was
that-
it them on the helicopter?
Total AI.
Okay, we need a new. There has to be a.
Well, they're not going to show everybody's faces. All the SEAL Team 6
No,
they
I
went and got 'em.
understand that,
And
but-
everybody's face was right in it, like going. But even Greg Abbott was like, "This is a great picture." It was so easily AI.
So, like, what do we do? Like, there needs to be AI banner. You know, like when we were kids and we would get proofs of our softball pictures, our baseball pictures, our school pictures, you know?
Watermark?
Yeah, like a watermark. And there needs to be like an AI stamp that's
But
like
that's the
AI.
point of AI. They don't want you to know it's
I
AI.
know.
want
They
you to
want
think
it to
it's
be
real.
disruptive.
It gets marked on Twitter.
Sometimes.
So
yeah.
even when you reposted it, there was like a little.
A watermark?
At first, it wasn't marked. But then enough people do community note on it that it ends up being marked. But there were Congress people, the governor of Texas, were like, great picture, love it. It was obviously AI.
Yeah, you can't. Government people need to. We can't react too quickly to things these days, because then you're going to look like you don't know what you're talking about.
But
I
isn't
can
that
look
the
like
point?
that.
Like AI, the point is to confuse us. So when stuff does come out, we don't know what's true or what's not.
Yes.
Isn't that
this
kind of the
looked
point?
almost cartoonish, though. Meaning,
And then to Bobby's point, like showing their faces, like, "Hey,
Yeah. Now that I think about
everybody
it,
was too good looking. The face was
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfectly lit.
oh, okay."
The flag was in the perfect place. Everybody was like celebrating a helicopter, clean. It was, to me, so obviously fake. I couldn't believe it. Now, the incident wasn't fake. They went, and I thankfully to those Iranian people, they helped us. Once he went down, he had to climb. He climbed like 6,000 feet to a higher place, and then hid for like 36 hours. And then we got there and saved him. Like, shout out to our guys for going to do that. But like the Iranian people helped out. Like they blocked traffic for a while. Like it was crazy how that part of the country isn't as aligned with who we feel is adversarial to us. And so they helped.
I can't remember what this is called in Afghanistan, but in the Hindu Kush Mountains, whenever the lone survivor, I can't think of his name right now, but he was a SEAL member, and he was in a shootout with the Taliban. Everybody else in his unit died, and he was the lone survivor, and he was hiding in the mountains. And the villagers that lived in these mountains, they're Afghan people, and they knew who he was, but they said regardless of who he was, part of their culture is if someone is in need, you help them. And they took him in and they helped protect him from the Taliban. And it's got a specific name of what it is in their culture, but that they're like, this is what we do. Like to them, it would be a sin to not help the person that needed help, no matter who that might be.
I was reading some of the story about the rescue of the pilot, our soldier, and from what I read, there was some of our equipment we couldn't get back up once we went in. And so you know what we do? If we can't get it back up, we blow it up. We blow our own stuff up.
So no one else can
So
have
no one
it?
else can have it.
Yeah,
What was great
makes
was
sense.
it didn't matter the cost of the equipment. Like we get our guy. Like that's
cool.
super cool. And so we got our guy. But then I saw the picture and I was like, obviously this is fake. Everybody knows this is fake. It showed like all the SEAL members' faces. Like and then you have
That's true.
Then you have all these politicians like retweeting it going, great picture. Wonder like, are you guys this? Maybe they're just old. They're just old.
I think that's where I first saw it was because somebody like the feed for the show is like so scattered. There's so much in it. And I think what I saw was people reacting to politicians sharing it. And that's how I even saw the photo was because politicians were sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't in my feed otherwise.
Yeah. I saw a Waymo this morning. Did you guys see those driving around ever?
No, driverless?
I don't know because it was dark when I was driving in, but I saw it and it was at a light and that thing was spinning on top of it.
Yeah, they're driverless now here.
They are?
Yeah, for like the last couple weeks.
Wow, cool. Because I saw one a couple days ago with still someone in it.
Can you order a driverless one here?
I haven't tried, but I've seen them. I don't know if they're still like testing them without people because I haven't seen anybody in the back. I've just seen solo Waymos.
You need to try one because I really want to know what you think about it.
Yeah, Waymos, for those that don't know, and I've never been in one. I've only heard the news stories about them, and you guys have been in them.
Yeah.
There's no driver. It's an Uber, but with no driver. But there was a story, a Waymo had to be rescued from the floodwaters in San Antonio over the weekend after it got stuck. There were no passengers inside. Officers attempted to help it re-navigate, but they couldn't. So news for San Antonio with that
This is
story.
how messed up my brain is. Like I just got sad for the car for being stuck.
Poor car.
Oh. You didn't think like, wow, thankfully
Well, I was like,
no one was in there.
No, I know. I did think that. I was like, wow, there were no humans. But then I had this thought of like, I was sad for the car.
The car's
Because
like,
it's
I'm
like-
stuck.
Yes.
Help me. Help me.
Because it's a Waymo. Because it drives itself. And it had like, this is, I need intervention.
Tell my family I love them.
Help my fam.
Oh, gosh.
All right, that's it. Do we go to everybody's story? Lunchbox is not here today. He's sick. So
Yeah.
everybody got their story.
Yeah.
Everybody good. Amy, anything else up with you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
No. I'm telling you, I'm just going to keep. I think I probably have to take a Xanax tonight at 7 p.m.
Let's go.
Maybe 8 p.m. Central, so I can just go to sleep so I don't know what's happening in the world.
Oh, got you.
I've been completely medicationless for like 6 weeks.
Well, yeah.
I'm
You have
about
a
to get
baby.
back on it though.
Maybe tonight is the night.
Oh, you want to do it with Amy?
I know, and now Morgan's got me, and now I got to go to the bank.
Sorry.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, just a little bit. I do have my.
You should have just a little bit anyway.
Yeah. I have my gold nugget.
Man, my cash doesn't last at all. Like, I leave my wallet in a drawer by the keys, and the kids, the wife.
Wait, the kids have access to the cash?
Well, I just leave my wallet there, and then
It's the kid's cash and piggy banks. That's his money.
dude, it's just terrible. And then I'll be like, "Where's that $10 I had?" And then my son will be like, "Oh, I needed it for lunch. Sorry, Dad, I took it the other day." Like, so, like all the money I made on the boat, I made like $250 on the boat.
You got to hide it better.
Oh, I
I
still
know.
have that cash, and it's hidden. I keep mine hidden well.
Where exactly?
I'm not. I'm not saying.
By the gold bar,
No,
Which is located in the freezer.
by
Right.
the
I'm not telling you where the cash is, but I do. I still have my boat cash. I call it my boat cash.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you, everybody. New Bobbycast up today with the lead singer of Switchfoot. So you can check that out on podcast or on Netflix. What about you?
I have a new, Feeling Things with Amy and Kat. You can check it out. Not on Netflix, but just download
Hey,
wherever
one
you
day.
listen to
Hey,
podcasts.
Dream big.
And
keep
then,
working, kid.
Dream big.
and Kat, my co-host, is a therapist. She taught me about seagulling, and turns out we find out in real time that I've been seagulled before, and
Sounds
my
so
mind
dirty.
was blown.
Sounds like somebody just pooping on you. What I think of
No.
like a seagull, like flying over and just pooping on you.
Or
It's not.
stealing your
and
food.
then Kat reveals the crazy reason why she didn't go to the University of Alabama. It's so crazy to me.
Why don't you just tell me that?
Okay. She said she had such anxiety as a high schooler, and she already had body image issues, and she started to freak out. That's where she wanted to go, and she ended up going to a much smaller school in Mississippi. And then she did her grad program at Vanderbilt, but she was so dead set on going to Alabama, and last minute pulled it because she heard that during sorority rush, they sit you on a dryer and turn it on, and then circle your fat where it jiggles.
No way.
Yes.
I've heard
Confirmed.
I've heard
Wait,
of that,
is
though,
that
at a bunch
confirmed?
with a bunch of sororities.
But you,
Yes.
I was in a sorority
I've
at
seen that
Texas
in
A&M.
movies.
I have never heard that in my life, like that's, and I just thought it was crazy that she made a decision, and she's very schooling, like she loves school. She loves learning. She was always like the number one best in class. That's just what she loves. And she was so excited to go there, and for her to pick a different school based on being put on a dryer and having your fat circled, I'd be like, maybe don't rush.
what does the dryer do? It shakes your fat, and then you kind of see what's.
Yeah, you
Yes.
see what jiggles, and then they circle it.
We should do that here.
Morgan, are you
One of-
confirming?
I didn't have that experience. It was very popular in Southern sororities,
Yes.
and we had two girls come from the same tried out from Southern schools to our tried out and talked about it. Literally happened to them, and they had proof, and it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was I would think, well, surely that's not going to happen, or maybe I just wouldn't rush and I would go to the university I wanted to go to.
I think now it's more of an urban legend. It used to happen back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think they can get away with it as much anymore. It used to be like
We start doing it on this show.
Yeah, let's do it.
a hidden.
I mean, I know where-
haze.
I
But
know where it
the
is.
more jiggle, the better.
You know where to jiggle.
I don't need a dryer to tell me where it is.
All right, we're done. You guys have a good rest of the day.